Boozing with gays.
Are we on? Are we live? I think you need to play it one more time.
Tell me how to do it.
Just hit it.
Just hit it.
Just hit it.
Boozing with gays.
Nice, nice, nice. Hello, darling.
Hi, husband.
How you doing? Mwah.
First of all, I want to say something. Before you say anything,
Uh-oh.
anything,
Here we go.
I am so glad to be doing this with you tonight.
Oh my God, I missed it last
I'm really
week so
very
much.
excited to be doing
All
this.
right, well, let's grab our glasses. Hey, what's up, everybody?
Get
Ready?
your glasses ready.
Get your glasses, because
What
tonight
are we
have,
drinking?
honey, this is Planter's Punch.
We didn't
Miss
even...
Planter.
Miss Planta. How do you make a Planta?
Miss Planter.
What is
Honey.
in a Planta's punch?
Well, let me finish pouring it first, and I will let you
I'm
know.
supposed to wait and clink before I take a sip.
Cheers.
Clink.
Hi, love you. Mwah. Ooh, okay. Mm.
Look, say it. Say it. Ooh, it's...
Y'all,
It's...
it has truly been a week.
It's been 2 weeks.
Don't you have a thing that goes across the bottom and says, lets people know it's been a week?
I think that I have to find the thing.
Mhm.
It's right here.
All right. It's been a week,
But
y'all.
I'm going to have one more sip because you said it twice.
Oh, every time I say it's been a week, y'all got to take a little sippy sip. Mm.
So I have to start this in a week segment.
So hold on. Give me
I'm
one
gonna
second.
start it. I'm starting.
I'm Michael Shepard.
Oh, I'm Hutch Foster. I am Hutch
See,
Foster.
there you go.
I'm Hutch Foster.
And that little
Sometimes
face
I
back
say
there is
my-
our child, our now
Sometimes-
18-year-old child.
Yes. Is Bethany here today? Do we know?
Hey, Bay, are you around? You have to go up to the comment section
You
to
know that I
find
don't
out.
get good comments on this thing.
No, you don't, boo-boo.
So I have to. I'm going to talk as we figure out if Bethany's here. So I have a lacrosse ball in my armpit. Are you laughing at me talking about this?
He has a
I have
lacrosse ball.
ball in my armpit. So about right, it just sits. But you can't really see what I'm doing. I'm putting it right there, and it creates such release and relief in my body to hold a crossball,
Lacrosse ball.
in my arm, because somehow I don't even know how this happened. But about 2 weeks ago, I got a pinched nerve. And so I went in, I've since had x-rays, and I have vertebrae in my neck that are too close together, and I have bone shards in my elbow, and I mean in my shoulder, and I have tennis elbow, and then I get tingling all the way down to my fingertips. So there's a hole down my right side, a whole thing.
It's a lot.
And I found that if I take a lacrosse ball, which originally I got
Did you show the lacrosse ball
I did.
here?
It's blue. It's really
It's a
pretty.
blue lacrosse ball.
And the thing I thought
It's a blue ball.
I thought it was going to roll on like on my back, like in my shoulders and stuff like that, but that really hurt because
That's not what you do with blue
But
balls.
what I did now is there's a nerve pressure point under my armpit and alleviates the pain going into my hand and in my arm, and it's gone. And I was talking to my physical therapist about this. He goes, "Oh, now you tell me."
Yep.
So then they knew it. So literally last time I had physical therapy, all they did was massage my armpit, which I said, "Really? You're going to go home tonight and say, I just massaged someone's armpit?" And he goes, "It's my second one today." So that's what physical therapists do. They massage armpits.
I got to get a massage armpit.
It's been a week.
I like it. I like it. So I'm going to say some things right at the top that we're going to let this bullshit go. All right? We're going to let some bullshit go.
I don't know if I can. I'm not
Well,
going to
we're going to go for this. Sort of then you. So
I don't know what you're even talking about. I know what you're talking about. Do I know what you're talking
you know,
about? Do I
I'm
know
going to.
where I'm going to?
Do you like the things?
Do I like the things
Then
that
life is showing you. This is where I'm about to go to. So, as all of you know, first of all, let me just say hello to some beautiful people out there before I get
Bethany
started.
is here. Hey,
Bay is here. What's up, Belle?
Kathy Walker is here.
You go from there. You go on that side. I'll go from this side because we're watching too many things here.
And Victoria Hoffman.
John Lawrence Rivera. Benet, our girl Benet is here.
Benet is here.
Janet Miller, Stacey Reed Payton. Kathy, John Lawrence Rivera. Consuelo Allen.
Stop there. John Lawrence Rivera, above and beyond, he stopped by, for those of you that don't know, and dropped off food. Oh my God. Seriously, tremendous, tremendous. Our son, who eats 3 things in the world, Nutella, and free bars. Pork, right? Just
hello, babies. Okay. When people are watching,
I clicked mine before the show.
I couldn't find it because you were using it. Is it that bad?
Well, they're not going to see from their end.
You don't know.
Have the.
Rob Nagle got good eyes. All right, so look.
I know the lacrosse balls there, but you made this hurt. Okay, what are we talking? What are you bringing up?
Okay, so this is what I want to say.
This is what you're
going to say. When I say to you, it's been a week. It has been a week.
No, it's been 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks.
At the very least.
I was at home visiting my mother last week. My 95-year-old
mother. First
mother.
of all, before you go off on what the week was, talk about your family. That was awesome.
Oh yeah.
You get to see. So this is the first time he's seen his mother since COVID. So
yeah, before COVID.
So this is. I mean, you got to hug on her. You got to give her love. You got to cook her food.
Yep. And it was great and it was wonderful and it was so great to see her. And it was sad to leave because my mom's 95. Oh wait, did the connection get bad?
I'm finding that it sometimes stops and then picks back up.
Let us know.
Yes.
Let us know.
No, there is a weird connection thing because we went.
I saw that too. Let us know. All right, hold on. Give us a second. We're looking at our connection.
It seems
very strong. If that, please face the connection. Person. That.
We said you're home. So while you were at home,
and there were some emails about me in a very public way.
Yeah.
And I want to say this is that there are two sides to every story. Sadly, my side never got told. Or was it's a bad connection. Fudge sickos.
I think we should switch to the other.
All right, we're gonna switch. Stay with us.
We might
lose you, but
out,
come back.
We're gonna try. Here.
Okay, you do it.
I don't know how to do my computer. I don't know why. I told you to do this. Oh, there we are. Are we back? Please post. I think we're back, but please post.
I think we're back. Let us know that we're back. I think we're back. All right. So, and I said there's two sides to every story, and sadly, most of my story was not given in these certain things in the big story. And I want you all to know that those of you who have known me for years and years know my story, know who I am. I am not a choir boy by any means, but there are other things that were alluded to in these stories that are unequivocally false. But they had to tell a story, and they couldn't tell a story unless they, enhanced certain stories. And
also,
if you want to know, okay, go.
If you don't mind my saying, what I found out, they told, I felt like they told, I don't know if truth is the right word. They told it from a very specific perspective. And the lie for me came by what was omitted. That's what I honestly
that's
felt.
A very good thing to say.
I felt like, it's one thing to say, I was this, but then if you don't say the full truth, you don't say how, you're complicit or what, that the whole experience was complicit. Whether it was you and the other people, but they omitted their part of how they were complicit.
Absolutely.
And that's what I find, that's not going to work.
No, it's not.
And that's what I find a little bit heinous. I did want to finish what you were going to say, and I was going to add
I just
one
want to say
thing
this. I know that there are some people who go, oh, you're done. You're finished. You're done. You're finished. And this is what I have to say. My work is not done because guess what? While there is this bullshit over here,
yes.
Guess what's happening over here? Black people getting murdered. Guess what's happening over here? Trans people are being murdered. Guess what's happening over here? lots of our Asian AAPI community is being battered. Guess what's happening over here? A lot of things that I am still going to speak out about, and I'm still going to tell the truth about. And I will show up at your parties, your bar mitzvahs. Anybody got a good bar mitzvah? Because that's what the food is, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I will show up at your donkey show.
I'm gonna add to this now.
What you gonna do, baby?
So this is one of the things I said to Michael. I said I want to talk about a little bit about this, and I said I'm not going to tell you what I want to say. But one of the things that I have found, and this is even you in the last couple of weeks, is I have lived with this man for 23 years, and he loves to talk about how scandalous he is, or how evil he is, or bitter he is, and all of that. And the truth is, that is not Michael Shepard. Michael Shepard leads from here. You lead from your heart. And, if anyone out there were to say to us, we're having trouble meeting our rent, Michael's going to write a check. If anyone out there is like, I just got a bad diagnosis and I don't know what to do, Michael will drive them to their next doctor's appointment. And I'm not lying to you and saying both of those things happened within the last week a couple times. I mean, it just happens. And
both of those things happened with someone who's mentioned in that article.
Oh, and both those things happened with people, but that was not part of the narrative they chose to share. They only shared an aspect of truth, not full truth. And so,
and also know this, look, 23 years, the two of us have been together for 23 years, and I love no one more than I love this man, period. Done. And what our love is, what our marriage is, what our situation is, that's between us. And we have conversations and we talk. That's different, might be different than yours, your relationship. We are very strong and very positive in who we are as a couple. So where some things may sound salacious.
Well, I'm going to round out, if you don't mind.
Come on, baby, round it out.
I didn't finish what I was going to say.
Like Monsanto said.
So one of the things I was going to say, it's interesting you just did that.
Oh. Sometimes
you have to say to someone, hey, let me finish what I'm going to say. Or, hey, I'm kind of uncomfortable with that. Let's just, whatever. And people need to talk. We need to communicate. And you need to tell people like you or anyone else, if you want to have a working relationship, what your needs are and what is important to you and how you work more successfully. And keeping silent and not saying anything and playing into a flirtation is only going to cause confusion. So if you're out there and if you're like in a relationship, whether it's a work relationship or whatever that's confusing and you're not sure what, I say go to truth. Go to yourself, talk to yourself, figure out what your truth is, and live it. Don't lie. Don't play into it. Don't flirt with. Don't like obfuscate whatever the true meaning of what is going on with you is. And that's what happened to you. You had a lot of people that never told you anything, never told you what they were feeling. And so I just want to move forward from this. I want to find positivity. I'm tired of the negativity. I'm tired of people throwing you under the bus when I honestly think you have one of the biggest hearts of anyone I've ever met. So no, there are two sides to every story. That cancel culture really does suck when you're on the other side. And that we have to be, when we're reading anything, what could be a news article, it could be anything, know that there is another human side to that and somewhere. So we have to be filled with grace and move forward and grow and not be petty and push down and point a finger and blame. I think that is where the culture wants to go. And I think we have to be better than that. And I think we have to promote, openness and honesty. So my speech for tonight.
My husband, the Libra.
Some hot shot.
Can we finish the rest of that anymore?
No. I don't know if anyone knows. I hear you.
I don't think we can do that commercial anymore. I don't, because that was a commercial we all grew up on. And
Calgon.
Anyway,
Calgon.
It
was Calgon. No, you can't say it.
Yeah, I know, but I know. And also, let's do this right now. Happy Pride, y'all. Because June. Guess what? It's June.
It's
June. And guess what? I am Black. And I'm queer, and I'm sex positive, and I am loving all of you who are here right now. And guess the fuck what?
What?
I want to talk about some black girl magic.
Ooh, I can like this.
Because, okay, so now I know a lot of these things that have been happening have put a little bit of depression on me.
Oh,
I've been going in and out of depression.
Right. Well, I mean, you've been living. There's also, I think, part of what my thing over here is part of your depression. It has to also do with circumstance. Then there's been a really bunch of strange circumstances in our life. But go ahead. Anyway, black girl magic. I want to hear.
But okay, so I want to talk about because depression is a crazy thing. Now, I could have let this entire situation destroy me. It could have destroyed me. And I'm not letting it because I chose to not do that and to take self-care.
You did something. I'm going to say this. You did something that was actually quite remarkable. Michael said when stuff started coming out online, he said, "I'm not going to go online." I mean, you went online, but you didn't go read the articles or you didn't read the stuff. And it was one of the healthiest decisions you made. You go, I can't do it because that will make you go in that direction. And you recognized about that yourself. And you also said, hey.
Well, I'm someone who suffers, and I speak openly about this. I am bipolar and I am manic depressive. And this is my support human, my support person. And he has been there through all of this. And I realized that I had to stay as healthy during all this as I could because I didn't want to put that extra added pressure on you because then you'd have to have 2 lacrosse balls.
Oh my God, in my armpits.
2 lacrosse balls in your armpit. And I want to talk about this week, mental health has been brought up so much. And I want to talk about Miss Naomi Osaka.
Oh my God.
Hunty. Miss Naomi, this girl, and a lot of people we're going to talk about tonight are young. Like Miss Naomi's 23. And she said to the folks over there at the French Open, what's the other name for it?
Oh, God, I wrote it. The Roland Garros. It sounds like a Game of Thrones character.
Roland Garros.
Roland Garros.
Come on. Shame, Roland Garros. Shame. And so Miss Naomi came out, y'all, and said to the children, she said, children, my mental health is not good right now.
Yeah.
It's not. Yes, I won. I kicked ass.
We have to back up.
Back up?
I did not know, and I honestly didn't know this. I had no idea that when a sports figure, and I imagine it's in more than just tennis tournaments, but when a sports figure signs into doing a tennis tournament, that part of the commitment was you had to do press, like at some point. And in tennis, it seems like it's after the tournament.
It's like doing a play and then having to go out and talk to the critics after.
It's a firing squad, isn't it? Because that's how
some of you critics can kiss my black ass.
It's been a week. It's been going on.
It's been a week. It's been done.
We did that.
But I will say this: some of you critics can kiss my black ass.
So so Miss Naomi Osaka, she first of all, let's give some tennis pro. In case we didn't throw that out there, she is the highest paid female athlete for the past 2 years running, which is amazing to me. How old is she? She's 23.
20.
She's worth she made $37 million
last year.
I mean, this is all according to Forbes. I find this incredible that she's sort of this her rocket.
She's a wunderkind.
Boom.
She's a wunderkind.
Yes. And she's awesome. She's Japanese. She's Haitian.
She's serving black girl magic wherever she goes.
She's awesome.
All right,
and Asian girl. Let's give her Asian girl. Let's not take away the Asian girl.
I am not.
I think that's part of it. But she played in the French Open, Roland Garros. Honest to God, I just finished watching Game of Thrones all the way through another time, so I'm into the houses. And there's sigils, and anyway,
boy,
it helped me with my pain. I was in pain. I needed something to distract me.
If you pull one more blue ball out. All right, so
anyway, on Sunday she played. So I do not know tennis people. Now my dad loves tennis. My dad probably watched all of this. I do not. But she played someone named Patricia Maria Tig, and she won that particular game. And she then was fined $15,000 because she chose not to follow through and do the interview
for her mental health.
She went on, said, "I'm doing it for my mental." And there was a lot of negative press about this. There were a lot of sports people, and it was fascinating. I remember going online and watching just kind of
Billie Jean King, sit down someplace, girl.
Well, but what they said was they were like, hey, we get that she has issues, but it's so important. And this is where a lot of them went. It was so important to promote the sport. And the only time, am I saying that right? Did I say sport or smort? Smort. But to promote this, the only time they can promote anytime they can promote the sport is when, like, after a game, and then they can talk to, no, look, we're promoting tennis, and oh, you're a tennis figure we want to watch. And since she is like the highest paid female tennis player, you know, they want a little piece of her. And but it is hard because she's saying it really hurts my mental health. And yet a lot of the professional sports people, Billie Jean King, you mentioned, are like, but it's so important that the sport is continued
this
to
whole
be
suck it up attitude.
Or smart.
So anyway, basically she said, no, I'm not doing it. People exploded. People got pissed off. People were supportive.
And also at that point, the tournament was even saying, well, this could lead to you being kicked out of the tournament. Not just being fined.
What I heard was, you better get your uppity ass. I see you. Get your uppity ass up in front of them people, in front of them good people, or we going to kick you out.
Oh, now you're going to get on to, you know what we're talking about now.
Get your uppity ass.
Piers Morgan.
Not Pierce Brosnan. We like Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, God, he's so handsome.
God damn, that motherfucker.
Now, if he had been naked in our bed, story for a different time. I love it when I make you laugh.
I know.
You never know what I'm going to say.
Right, there were all these people, including Nike. Nike said, hey, we support you. We got you, boo. Calm, an app.
No, we're not quite to Calm.
Okay. So
do the Piers Morgan thing.
Piers Morgan.
Yeah, we have to preface this.
Go ahead, preface it.
Piers Morgan, I feel like, has stepped in a big pile of dog doo, right? Started with the whole Meghan Markle thing, walked off his show, and he hasn't been able to shake it off. And you know what he does instead? He steps in another big pile of doo-doo. He feel like he has to. There's a part of him that's like, I gotta double down. I gotta double down on my bad behavior.
Double down on the doo-doo.
Because that's how I'm gonna get press. That's how people
double down on the doo-doo.
I think that we should literally revile him. I think we should.
I've been reviling him for years.
I think that he has got to be. I mean, because he's so. Okay, I'm gonna give a quote. This is first. Piers Morgan comes out, and this is on his column in the Daily Mail, that Naomi Osaka, by not doing an interview after a tennis tournament. So let's think about what we're talking about here. Is an arrogant, spoiled brat whose fame and fortune appears to have inflated her ego to gigantic proportions.
Cheers, bitches.
So then, of course, in that, Piers Morgan is a shock jock, and people called him out, said you were horrible. He doubled down, and he said this. Narcissistic Naomi's cynical exploitation of mental health to silence the media is right from the Meghan and Harry playbook of wanting their press cake and eating it too.
Okay, let's talk about the fact he hates black women. He can't stand a black woman. Because all he wants is to be with a black woman, but nobody wants his punk ass. Nobody wants his punk ass.
Well, it's sort of twofold. One is going after people who have said, I've had mental health issues. And he has point blank said, I don't believe them. He is point blank. Someone comes out and says, hey, I'm having problems. I have problems with Naomi. It's the media. You know, Meghan had different issues. But they came out and they said, I have problems. And he jumps on I don't believe them. Nothing they say is true. Why?
Because black women are not to be believed, according to Pierce Myers. Who the fuck is Pierce Myers?
Pierce Morgan.
That's like a town in Florida.
And then you know what he did? He pulled but I have a black best friend, and he pulls out a picture of him and
Serena.
I don't know, hand and arm. I don't know. I didn't see the picture.
So he took a picture with Serena and then posted it.
Yeah.
Because, he had some, he has a little bit of clout.
Well, we don't know when that picture happened. That could have happened 5 years ago.
Honey, so let's go back to more.
So needless to say, I just want to say this. So and I'm sure many of you know this. This is not really news, but Naomi on Wednesday dropped out of the tournament.
She said, "Deuces, bitches, deuces," and people lost their minds.
She was actually her post.
Her Instagram post
really
is
long.
Super long.
We were thinking we were going to be
so sweet,
whatever.
And it's like the perfect 23-year-old girl Instagram.
I'm gonna read. There's a part I'm reading is I would never trivialize mental health or use the term lightly. The truth is that I have suffered long bouts of depression since the US Open in 2018, and I have had a really hard time coping with that. That's like one part of this whole, look up the whole thing. I really found it very heartfelt. She said she didn't want to ruin the tournament. She didn't want to draw attention to herself. She really didn't want the fact that then, you know, the mental health thing via Piers Morgan was spun back on her negatively to take focus. She wanted the focus to go back to the tournament.
She's very clear.
I was so impressed with how she handled that.
She handled it, and then a grown-ass man who hates black women, who are mixed race black women particularly, this to be clear, and pulled this shit back.
It's a bit of a generalization, I find, but go ahead, continue. Now do your calm thing, because the calm thing I think was
so after she dropped out and people lost their minds because all of a sudden the Roland Garros had to reconfigure shit because we were like, oh, so you're not gonna help this girl? She said that she had a mental issue and y'all not helping it. All of a sudden they're trying to backtrack shit and fix shit and do all this other stuff, which is fantastic because people don't understand that mental health is health. It's like, you know, it's like we just have to like don't put any stigma on it.
Someone was saying, you know, if she had sprained her ankle, everyone would have jumped to the rescue and done whatever.
Speaking of spraining an ankle, though, one of the young ladies.
Wait, no, you got to finish.
I'm gonna get to the comment. One of the young ladies who was like, "Oh, well, I'm still gonna continue to do this. I'm gonna go to the press corps."
When you say young lady, you mean one of the other
tennis players, right. And you know, said, "I'm still gonna do the press corps. I'm still gonna do it." This thing tripped while going to the press corps, literally. Like as she's walking to the press corps and like sprains her ankle, and I was like, "Girl," and it just felt so bad because it's like
you were just subjected to people creating a narrative.
I know, but no, I'm saying I'm saying that I felt so bad because like it's like this is the image of the thing that happened next is that one person I'm not gonna do the press corps, one person said I will do it because I believe they need to hear, and then they tripped and they couldn't, and now they're out of the Open, the French Open. While going to the press corps because they tripped over a press wire. And I was like, oh my God. Honey, her tripping is a sign. Don't do the press. Black people, it's a sign. It's a sign, black people, don't do the press.
Can I tell you my French Open story?
French Open story. Ooh.
So when I was looking at this,
remember we were in Paris and there was that French Open? We didn't have kids then.
I went to the French Open when I was living. This is before I met you, long before I met him. And I went to the French Open and I saw John McEnroe play.
There was a time before me?
Time before Michael. And I saw John McEnroe. I'm going to continue the story. It's not that, but I was fascinated because John McEnroe, of course, was known as the bad boy, known to like yell at judges, known to do all this stuff, known to whatever. And, you know, I saw him, I want to say 3 times, but it could have been 2 times. I saw him change the judge's mind. Because like he hit a ball, they said out. He yelled at them, it was in. And I watched the French judges go, oh, okay, it was in. And they totally changed their mind. I was fascinated that someone like McEnroe could absolutely go, boom, yell, scream, waggle a finger, change the mind. But they're the same people who are holding Naomi Osaka accountable in a way that's very different.
Spending a lot of time on this. We have other stuff we're going to talk about.
I don't like it when you're patient with their stories.
Love is patient, love is kind,
love is conquers,
love it's blind.
Well, no, there's one.
Okay.
We do have a clip that you wanted.
Okay, so
do you want people to see this?
I want y'all to watch this clip. This made me so happy.
This is Venus Williams in response, right?
Response to being asked questions about Naomi Osaka.
Me personally, how I deal with it was that I know every single person asking me a question can't play as well as I can and never will. So no matter what you say or what you write, you'll never light a candle to me. So that's how I deal with it. But each person deals with it differently.
So she said,
the other thing
you can say whatever the fuck you want to say about my black ass. But until one of you motherfuckers sitting at your computer writing can do what I do. Till you can do what I do, I ain't studying you, bitch.
I
said studying.
I want to give
black folks. Let me know. I said studying.
I want to give one piece of Venus to Naomi. I want to give that ownership because have you watched Naomi in an interview? She's painfully shy. She really is. She's painfully shy. Anyway, Michael said we have to move on.
Anyway, real quick. Calm, which is an app, is giving $15,000 to 2 different things. One, if someone says, I don't want to do
someone
press,
at any of the Grand
Slams says, I don't want to do press. Guess what? and you're charged $15,000, Calm, the
Did
app,
they
which is
just
about
say
meditation and
meditation
mental health,
Yeah.
says we'll pay you $15,000 and we will also donate $15,000.
There was
What's it
Laura
called?
Sport.
LaRousse
It's a
LAREUS.
It's a French sports thing towards like
Right.
youth and things.
All right.
We have a clip. We have another clip.
This clip killed me, y'all. Don't go. Watch this, because I might have to play it twice.
So we'll
Go.
do the clip and then we'll
All right,
talk
do
about
this
it. Is that what
clip.
you want to do?
All right, because we got to talk about this.
Here we go.
Since the very first moment that we actually saw this with our own eyes right in front of us, it has been absolutely unbelievable to watch every single time. Here we go. Wow.
All right. Simone Biles, 24 years old, at the, I gotta say, U.S. Classic, and that move that she just did is called the Yarchenko double pike. Say it.
Yarchenko double pike.
It is the Yarchenko double pike. So the Yarchenko, from what I understand, it's when you're going towards the pommel horse and you do a flip on your hands, and then you have to go on your hands on the pommel horse, and then you got to do some flips off of it. And Simone chose a pike, which is when you kind of look kind of like a triangle a little bit.
We don't know what a pike is.
No, I do. I totally know.
Oh,
what a pike
he
is.
knows what a
I
pike
did
is.
diving. Shut up.
Okay, pike it.
Like he knows me.
I don't know anything.
And but she did. She chose a pike and she did a double pike.
Oh my God.
Now here's the deal. Now, are we going to do a little bit of backstory on this?
No, it's just so funny. I looked at myself in the thing, and I just did a Whoopi Goldberg smile from The Color Purple.
You did it. You did. Oh, that is. Well, you know what? Okay, but that's it's tied into someone else for me.
Oh, okay.
You know who it's tied into?
Who?
That's sort of Whoopi Goldberg from The Color Purple and Kitty Carlisle Hart.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to guess who it is. I need to take my blindfold off.
I know who it is. Michael has done Kitty Carlisle Hart impersonations our entire relationship. I had to bring that up. I mean, it's just part of it. So the weird thing about this Yarchenko, and it doesn't have to be a double pike, it could be a regular, I don't know if it's called somersault, regular flip or whatever, is that it is incredibly difficult. And so when Simone did it, it was the first time it was done in competition, that's important to know. And she
It's important, Jeanette Scherer. It's important.
And she kind of, I want to say invented it from what I've read. It feels like because there was the regular, but she kind
There's
of
a regular, but she added another flip.
She'd added a flip and she made it a pike.
Let's watch it again. Okay, let's watch it again.
I think we have
I'm
to
sorry. We have to watch this again.
It literally
is
is 15 seconds of our time. Here, watch.
Since the very first moment that we actually saw this with our own eyes right in front of us, it has been absolutely unbelievable to watch every single time. Here we go. Wow.
And here is the controversy. There's
a controversy. Controversy.
It was very good.
I know, right? I did that.
You did that.
Go talk about the controversy.
So I don't quite know who the powers that be are that get to start the levels.
You know what you said? The powers that be, Arthur. That's what
powers
you
that be,
said.
Arthur. You're not even wearing that shirt.
I know.
If you were wearing a beard, we could have pointed.
I can put one on.
The powers that be, they rate the levels of difficulty of each of these events. And so with something like this, one would anticipate, this is me, during reading in the past couple of days, that the level of difficulty would be higher than what it is. Currently, it's at a 6.6. And so what that does for Simone's score is that it kind of anchors it down here because it isn't, the level of difficulty isn't higher. It isn't at let's say an 8.5. Thus, she does well at an 8.5. Thus, she gets the high scores, let's say a 10, 9, whatever it is. But that can't happen with this particular move, which it should, because the judges they're trying to, have you figured this out yet? They're trying to basically make this type of event, the Yarchenko, not popular among the girls. They see it as either dangerous or they see it as a way of someone winning all the gold or something like that. I mean, I've read a couple different things about this.
Girls shouldn't do it.
Girls shouldn't do it. Boys do it.
Girls shouldn't do it.
But Simone's like,
Simone said,
I'm doing it.
And I'm going to do it.
I'm going to go to Japan and do it. I'm going to do it in the US and do it. I'm going to go to Japan and do it. I'm going to do it. And not only that, she said,
girls shouldn't do that.
She says, I know the scores are low and the judges know it too, but that's on them and not on me.
Boom!
Boom.
Black girl magic.
Black girl
She
magic.
showed them and she did it. She did her whole thing. But you know what? I got to give credit where credit is due because I've been talking about it. Because there was a little white girl magic this week. There was, and you know, sometimes it's a hard time to find some white girl magic because we see the whole, black folks sitting in the park.
Now, this is a clip we have to set
Black folks sitting on the street, phone call. Black folks in their car, phone call. This is some white girl magic who told some motherfuckers off. Go ahead, set it up.
No, so the setup is this. Greg Abbott, the governor of Texas, signed into law the Heartbeat Law, which will go into effect on September 1st. The Heartbeat Law, I'm sure many of you knows, it's an anti-abortion law, which basically is after 6 weeks, a woman in Texas will not be able to get an abortion. And the problem with that is that oftentimes when you're pregnant for 6 weeks, you don't even know that you're pregnant. So that is the issue at hand. There is an 18-year-old who was the valedictorian of her class in Dallas. And she wrote a whole... She wrote a whole speech for her graduation. It was on a totally different matter. I don't remember what it was about. And
it was on media, and it was about media and media content.
And as
That's
she was
her valedictorian speech,
and as she was important to her, and as she was nearing the event of the graduation, it came to she couldn't do it. She had to speak up against this law that was just enacted in Texas. And here's the clip that Michael and I found very just very full. See what you think.
I am terrified that if my contraceptives fail, I am terrified that if I am raped, then my hopes and aspirations and dreams and efforts for my future will no longer matter. I hope that you can feel how gut-wrenching that is. I hope you can feel how dehumanizing it is to have the autonomy over your own body taken away from you. And I'm talking about this today, on a day as important as this, on a day honoring 12 years of hard academic work, on a day where we are all gathered together, on a day where you are most inclined to listen to a voice like mine, a woman's voice, to tell you that this is a problem, and it's a problem that cannot wait. And I cannot give up this platform to promote complacency and peace when there is a war on my body and a war on my rights, a war on the rights of your mothers, a war on the rights of your sisters, a war on the rights of your daughters. We cannot stay silent. Thank you.
Paxton Smith. I don't believe I said her name.
Paxton Smith.
She's gone. It is these are the youth children. These are the people that are going to start changing the world, is what I believe.
Honey,
in one interview I read real quickly, she said that she thought, I don't know if the mic's going to be cut off in the middle of this because these words were not okayed by the school by any means. And so, but she did it. She stood up there. She anticipated she could be cut off. She anticipated she'd be yanked off the stage. And instead, she got through the whole speech. And that, to me, what she said, 18 years old, was amazing.
I don't even know what I would have been doing at 18. Wouldn't have been that. It wouldn't have been that. I was too busy dealing with body imagery. You're trying to figure out.
I literally went, and I don't know what to do with it.
You don't have to know what to do. But let's everyone should give a shout out to Miss Paxton.
Miss Paxton Smith from Highlands High School in Dallas,
I say Miss
Texas.
Paxton in the gay way, not in the gendering way. Miss Pax, because Miss can be anybody in the gay. So I don't want to feel like I'm gendering her because I don't know what her pronouns are. But being in my gay pronouns, Miss Paxton, you killed it. You did what you had to do. You said what you said. You meant what you meant.
Are you going to continue?
After you.
I don't have anything to add.
My cheekbones are looking good tonight. I don't know what's up with that.
Did you put makeup on?
No, I did not. I did not. Because I should have, because it's Pride. But speaking of Pride.
Oh, God, where are you going?
Okay. So, y'all. First day of Pride, June 1st. There we are. Everyone's gay. Just like everyone's, Irish, on St. Patrick's Day. Just like everyone's black the entire month of February.
It's June.
Well, everyone's gay in
Why
June.
are all the short months like short month June gay people, short month February?
June is not a short month. June is 31 days, isn't it?
April, June. 30 days.
30 days.
June.
30 days. So it ain't 28. So anyway.
It is.
So,
we have 2 more days than you. Or you have 2 more days than you. You're kind of both. You're in both categories.
I got 3 more days. I don't know. Anyway, let's just talk about this. On the first day of Pride, because, and I encourage you all to go and look at the Log Cabin Republicans Twitter page, because they love Republicans. They love everything that's happening.
Who loves Republicans?
The gays on the Log Cabin Republicans.
They're wonderful.
And especially Ron DeSantis.
Who?
Of Florida. Ron DeSantis
Governor
of
Florida?
Yeah.
What happened?
On the first day of Pride, he signed the Fairness in Women's Sports Act.
What does that mean?
Do you know what that means?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy. It means that, and I'm quoting him when I say this, I want to quote him. In Florida, girls are going to play girls' sports and boys are going to play boys' sports.
So how is that not offending most of America
So
right now?
what he's saying,
Why is that not
what
offending?
he's saying
What does he say?
is that trans folks are not allowed to play sports unless you're playing the sport on the gender you were assigned at birth.
Yes.
I can't even talk about that. That shit is just crazy.
Well, here's the other side of this particular thing to me. I think it's worth a conversation, but I think there are other solutions that could be had too. I'm not saying that trans, well, let's be clear. We are talking about trans females, right? We're not talking about trans males. No one's saying a trans male can't really compete against other males, right? Am I correct on this?
Wait, repeat that? This rum punch, y'all, is good. I ain't gonna lie to you. This rum punch is good.
I've never seen an article that says trans males cannot compete with other males. I've never seen anyone that really thinks that's an issue.
Because once again, it's a way of controlling a woman's body.
Oh, so you're taking a different direction.
It's controlling a woman's body. At least that's what it is for me.
Because what I'm seeing it as,
even though you are a trans female, I get to control your body and tell you what to do.
So here, let's read this. The Human Rights Campaign, the HRC, pledged to challenge this legislation because they said that that this was fueled by discriminatory intent and not supported by fact, meaning that trans women. And in these ways, trans girls, because some of this is in high school, right? Yeah. Don't necessarily compete any better, faster, stronger than
there's no fact in any of this. There's no fact. But the fact is that Republican men, and I'm sure some Democrat men, want to just control women's bodies.
Oh, you're going in a totally different direction.
Period.
Okay.
That's
But
what I believe.
also they don't want I think that they don't want to support the trans community in general.
Yeah.
So all right, I'm gonna let this. I think this is a difficult topic. I really do.
It's a very difficult topic, and it saddens me. It's just.
Well, the reason why is, and I'm going to tell you this, and I know this is not popular opinion, but there was that article a while back. This goes back a couple of months, and this, I think it was a school in Massachusetts, and they had 2 trans, I'm going to say girls, I think they were girls, that were competing in high school events that were surpassing the natural born girls. And so there were people that were feeling that the girls couldn't get, I don't know, whether it was college scholarships or whatever, and I'm still kind of vague on the facts, but that did seem to be happening, at least in this one particular area. I once again don't know all the facts of the whole thing, but I think it's worth talking about. I don't like when someone makes a point blank, this can't happen, like DeSantis did, making it a law. That doesn't make sense to me. We are a growing culture. We're still trying to understand our boundaries. We're trying to figure out, we're going here, we're going here, we're going there. How do we be fair? How can we be fair to everyone involved?
Yes.
And I think it's important.
Happy birthday, David O. We love you. But this is what it opens though, because someone can just say, oh, that girl's body structure is different than my son's or different than my daughter's.
Right.
And I'm going to complain, and then that child is subjected to showing their genitalia to a doctor.
No, that's horrible. I don't agree with
Come
that.
on now. Yeah.
And also, there's a whole thing, and this is what Jenner was saying, what Caitlyn Jenner was saying, like, well, if they get the hormone therapy before their puberty, that's different than after their. I mean, there's so many layers to this. I feel like we're still so new in all of this, and I want everyone to succeed. This is where I am. I want everyone to feel like they have a say, they can succeed, they have a right, they have everything.
Yeah.
So
I want to say this real quick. Bethany, can you post something for me, please? I sent you earlier that there is a list of how to address someone's pronouns, and it is basically a little Bible of letting you know what cis means.
You
what
said Bible.
a little. Well,
Did you burn?
burn, burn, burn in this burning ring of fire.
Wow.
But there's a ring. You know, I like Johnny Cash. I don't know if he was racist or not. I can't remember.
Well, how?
But anyway.
What does that have to do with it?
I don't know why it has a thing. Is that right, Kim Yarborough? All right, so, but
I'm thinking what we do. I have a quiz. By the way.
here's a quiz. I say we go to the quiz. Because we're going to talk about Marjorie Taylor Greene, but the initials MTG make me sick to my stomach.
I never thought of that.
MTG, the initials make me sick to my stomach because those people with those initials are just
No.
sickening to me. Gives me the agita.
Well, no, we're talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene. So Marjorie Taylor Greene.
MTG.
This is another example of a conservative Republican politician who goes, I'm going to fuck up those gays. This is what I feel like they're doing. I mean, but you've got DeSantis who's saying the thing about. So Marjorie Taylor Greene has an act that she's trying to pass, which is called the Old Glory Act, which basically
She put a hole at the end of it. I'm all for it.
Old Glory Hole Act. No, wait, that's not what she said.
If she did, I'd be right with her. The Old Glory Hole Act,
Which
is what I used to perform in the vaudeville. The Old Glory Hole Act.
And it's all about banning any type of flag flying except the American flag. Now, I'm not sure. I don't quite get where this is. At one point, it felt like it was on embassies.
Because
then I thought it was on government buildings.
She says, I'm always going to put America first.
It seems to be changing. The problem is that she says this bill will prevent hate American flags from flying over American embassies.
Hate America.
Hate America flags. She equates Black Lives Matter flags as hate America.
And the
she
rainbow flag.
equates the rainbow flag as hate America. So my question is, does she equate the, I don't know, Dixieland flag as hate America? You know,
No, because that's nowhere in the thing. That's nowhere mentioned.
I mean, the whole thing is just the one thing that gave me a little bit of solace in this is that I did read that it probably has no chance of passing, which I'm like,
Hey, Paula Kelly.
because it's Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, Lord. Victoria Hoffman.
I have a quiz.
Quiz, y'all. I don't know anything about this quiz, by the way.
You
He
know
put
like
this together.
3 things about this quiz.
Well, I kind of know what it's about.
I'm calling it the June is busting out all over quiz.
The June is busting out all over quiz.
We're going to start with the clip. Watch the clip intensely. I'll ask the question. That's how this works.
June is busting out all over the meadow and the hill. But the busting out of bushes and the rumbling river riches all the little wheels that wheel beside a mill. June is busting out all over the tents. And the little bridges and they hucking the bejeepers out of all the morning glories on the fair. Because it's June, June, just because it's June.
We are enjoying that.
Because it's June. Joan Collins. Oh, and I know I shouldn't be laughing at this because anyone who's ever worked with me on stage know I will go up on a line in a heartbeat and will make up whatever it is to make up.
The first question.
All right,
There are
first
10
question.
questions.
Here we go.
1 point for each question. Keep
Oh.
tallies. I will make you bread. First question. Who is this?
Oh, please.
Who
That's
is
not a
this?
question. That's not a question.
No.
Okay.
I'm letting
All
it
right.
lie.
Y'all have to keep your own tabs.
I actually created an ABCD thing here. I'm not going to give it to you. You got, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know.
Matthew Black said,
Who
lyrics are only a
was
suggestion.
Lyrics are only a
It's only a suggestion.
So, Michael, you're going to answer this question.
Yes,
who,
okay.
who just sang that,
Miss
Brendan?
Leslie Uggams.
Miss Leslie Uggams.
Miss Leslie Uggams.
And what's funny is Michael and I just saw a clip of Leslie Uggams around today, maybe it was 3 years ago, talking to Seth Rudetsky, and she was talking about why there was such a failure. She said it rained the night before, and there was someone holding cue cards, and they tripped, and the cue cards fell on the ground, and she goes, gotta make shit up.
And anyone who saw me in Matilda understands that.
Well, you had that pattern in the middle of
There
it.
was a whole pattern song where I never got the lines right.
If you said Leslie Uggams, you got 1 point out of 10. If not, goose egg. Question number 2.
All right.
June is busting out and over is from which musical? Would that be Carousel, Oklahoma, South Pacific, or State Fair? Our state fair is the best state fair. Don't miss it. Don't even be late. I remember watching that on TV. Did you ever watch that? You watched that, like Anne Margaret.
And Marg Rock.
Anne Marg Rock.
I ain't gonna be your food. Dun 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 dun.
I guess you could answer the question.
It is from Carousel.
It's from Carousel.
I'm a homo. It's
June is
and I'm
busting
a
out all
homo.
over is
Let's
from
go. Okay.
Carousel.
Come on.
All right, this next
Laura Knapp says State Fair. You used to be a homo, Laura Knapp, but then you liked men
But
again.
then you liked men.
All right, come
This is history. Okay.
on. All right.
On June 6, 1944, Allied forces staged the assault against the German on the beaches of Normandy. This invasion is known as D-Day. What does the D in D-Day stand for?
It better be Dick.
Is
it's
it
Jim.
Dwight, as in Eisenhower, Doomsday, Disembarkation, or Day?
Day-Day. That's my cousin.
Day-Day is your
Day-Day.
cousin. Hi, Day-Day.
Day-Day and them. Honey, where y'all fit to go? We're going to meet up with Day-Day and them.
So D-Day stands for what, Michael Shepard? Do you know?
I'm going to wait. 3, 2, disembarkation.
That's what the French say. The French think it's for disembarkation. I found that word so peculiar. Now, I'm going to give you this. It's a little bit of a mystery, but on most of the sites I went to, D stands for day, because they said they were going to attack D-Day, H hour, and it really is just sort of a marker for when they're going to attack without telling
Kathy
people out
O'Donoghue
loud.
said Dyke.
Dyke.
I was like, it better be Dick Day.
So
I'm gonna be dick
the
down on
correct
D-Day.
answer is D for day.
D-Day.
Do you see how I did
That's
that?
crazy.
Oh, I got a picture for this.
At least Erickson said Day-Day.
I'm gonna give you a picture for this one.
Uh-oh. It's a picture.
All right, here we go. Let's see if I can find the question for the picture.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
You can't say things like that. You don't know what the question
Well,
is.
you misspelled her name.
Oh, I did. That should say Lockhart.
H-A-R-T.
Oh, is it?
Homosexual. Yeah, she's June.
Ah.
L-A. Okay, come on.
June Lockhart was not, pay attention to the not, in which of the following TV shows? Was she not in The Danny Thomas Show, Petticoat Junction, Lost in Space, or Lassie? Which
Come ride the
show
little train.
was
that is
she
going around the
not
track at the
in?
junction.
Miss
Petticoat
June
Junction.
Lockhart that I misspelled? 3, 2, you know the answer to this. Don't worry about
It would be Danny Thomas Show.
June Lockhart was in fact not in the Danny Thomas Show.
Yeah,
That
she
is-
was definitely in Petticoat Junction.
She was in, but see, she replaced B. Benatera. Remember, I was looking this up.
Aunt B.
Well, I don't know what her character
What was her
name
name? Laura Knapp said MASH.
MASH.
All right.
So
I
the
love it.
interesting thing, when I was reading this about June Lockhart, I was kind of going, now she was part of our childhood. I mean, this might be, if we have younger people, which I don't know if you have younger people, they would have no idea who the hell we're talking about. But I was reading about the Lassie thing. Did you know who the first mom in Lassie was before June Lockhart?
Geraldine Page.
Cloris Leachman.
Really?
I know. I didn't know that. See, I knew that. I felt the same way. I felt the same way. All right.
Some form.
This I think is my favorite.
Ovaltine.
This is my favorite question
All right.
because it's the most random. I don't know if anyone will get this.
All right.
Okay. On this day, on June 4th, what historically, it's another not question, did not happen? It's a long bunch of
Anal.
answers. So listen carefully. No, you can't talk while I'm doing this. It's a long stuff. Ready? What did not happen Was it Roquefort cheese was created in a cave, the Wright brothers flew Kitty Hawk, Angela Davis was acquitted of murder, or Mission Impossible, the monkeys Don Knotts and Lucille Ball won Emmys? Which did not happen.
The monkeys won Emmys?
The monkeys. That's a good point. I thought that was absolutely ridiculous. The monkeys won an Emmy.
Okay, first of all, I want to say this. Roquefort cheese. Roquefort. I just feels like it means cave. I'm going to say Wright brothers flew Kitty Hawk.
You think that did
not happen on this day.
But you think Angela Davis was acquitted for murder on this day?
Angela Davis. I'm going to go with it.
Which one? Angela Davis? I forget which one.
I know. I'm going with what did not happen.
Yes.
Was, I believe, Roquefort cheese happened.
Yes.
I don't believe that the Wright brothers flew.
Kitty Hawk on this day, June 4th, in whatever year that would have been back then and there. The correct answer is, you got it right. Kitty Hawk. Do you know Roquefort cheese was like developed in a cave in 1024? It's like, jeez, those French.
I'm gonna let y'all know right
those
now.
French.
I'm gonna be asleep by 1024.
But yes, the monkeys did win an Emmy.
Okay, we gotta hurry up. We got 3 more minutes.
Oh my God. Well, I'm doing all these questions. I worked too hard on
You worked
this.
too goddamn hard for
I'm
these
telling
questions.
you. Which state was the first to commemorate the abolition of slavery on June 19th, 1865, calling it Juneteenth? Would that be, that's the wrong bunch of questions.
Oh my God.
Was it
onomatopoeia?
Was it Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, or Georgia? Which state ended abolition and called...
I'm gonna tell you something. It wasn't Texas.
It wasn't Texas.
It wasn't Texas.
Do you know what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he knows what it was. Are you going to give an answer?
We have to figure out how we can do this where people can like buzz in, and like then we could tally it.
That might. Bethany, look into that.
We have to look into that. All right.
What is your answer?
I'm looking to see.
You're looking at other people's answer.
I'm looking at
No, don't look at other people. What is your honest answer from this list?
Louisiana.
It's Texas. You said Texas wasn't the right answer. It's Texas.
It was Texas. Jesus fuck.
I know.
All right, let's go. Okay, keep going.
All right. The word Juneteenth is what kind of literary device? Is it onomatopoeia? Is it hyperbaton? Is it portmanteau? Is it anaphora? This is for the Bradyacks in the room. I don't know. Is it too much? Let me know if it's too much.
Onomatopoeia, hyperbaton, Bation or Baton?
Hyperbaton is what I said.
Hyperbaton, portamento,
portamento.
anaphora.
Anaphora. What type of speech
Annalisa
is
anaphora.
Oh, Bill Pizzonka's playing.
Bill Pizzonka, are you wearing clothes? You know how you are.
That would be unique if Bill Pizzonka was wearing clothes.
I'd love it.
What do you think it is?
I think Juneteenth would be a portmanteau.
That's a portmanteau.
Isn't
Portmanteau
it?
is when you take two parts of
words.
word, and that stands for June 19th. Bam, June 19th.
You get educated.
It's a portmanteau. There we are.
All right.
I have like 2 more questions.
2 more questions.
3 more questions. Here we
Oh
go.
shit, 2.
We're going to get through it. On June 26th, what year did the U.S. become the 21st nation to legalize same-sex marriage? Was it 2009, 2011, 2014, 2015? What year did the U.S. legalize same-sex marriage on June 26th?
When did we have our last wedding?
I can't tell you. I can't give you any hints.
You sure you can't?
What year?
2009.
Wow, it's the other end. It's 2015.
Wait, what?
2015.
On June, what year did the U.S. become the 21st
June
nation?
26th, 2015, the country legalized same-sex marriage.
But we got married in 2008.
Because California had that weird window.
California.
Yes, but not the
Planch's punch in the gut.
This is a fun one. Ready? Gilbert Baker designed the rainbow flag. Red represents life, orange represents healing, yellow represents sunshine, green represents nature, and blue represents harmony. What does the purple represent?
Bernie.
Is it family, pride,
Prince.
Spirit, or cha-cha heels?
Dawn.
I did that for you.
It's Christmas, Dawn. Come see what presents are under the tree. I better get those cha-cha heels. Oh,
I did that too.
here's your present.
Because I so wanted to hear
What's this, Dawn?
for the
A fishing
500th
pole?
time. I really wanted to hear this.
Those aren't my.
So
These aren't cha-cha heels.
What does the purple stand for? Family, pride, spirit. You say spirit?
Yep.
Correct. You're getting them all right.
Well, I know queer things.
And I have one.
D-Day, if it's dick, and queer things.
I have one more. My
One more
last
question. Then
June
we gotta get
question.
the fuck up out of here.
And then let me know. Everyone put down how much you have. I want to know. My last question is
Okay,
very
tell it,
simple.
Toby.
Who is this?
David C. Nichols, you already know.
I think half the people know. This was of our childhood.
Finally, protection. Mom and I could both live with.
Because she, you know what? I was reading. She actually was a caregiver to her mother. I thought that was actually beautiful. Who is this? You get 1 point for this one, and we are over with this whole crazy puzzle. Michael, do you want to tell everyone who that is?
That is the gracious and glorious Miss June Allison.
Miss June Allison.
All right.
Whose soul depends like her life depended on
Laura
it.
Knapp said, "It's my future." Y'all.
Emily said, said.
I have to say this real quick. Again, your love and your support.
Bethany's got it. Yay!
Your love.
Jeffrey Dorchin said Jonathan Winters. We have to sort that out.
Stop! We're gonna finish this because it's so much shit is happening. Okay, look, y'all. I'm gonna say again. One of the reasons I'm so sane right now is because your love and support. Because you know who I am. You know my. It feels like a very Republican thing to say when they call somebody a nigga. Y'all know my heart. Y'all know my soul. You know I wouldn't say that, but it's a little bit different than that. Y'all know who I am. I'm not a choir boy. I am sexual as fuck, and I enjoy a good time. And I thank you all for coming out and supporting me wholeheartedly. And I if you want to talk and say, hey, guess, supporting us this year.
Wait, before you round up, let me do one thing. This is important. Let me know your answers. Let me know how many you got, because I will be baking bread today.
Breaking Bad. So we're just going to cook us some meth in the bathroom.
Breaking Bad. Let me know if anyone has 5 answers, 6 answers, whatever. I'll make a couple of loaves. Let me know who wants bread. Go ahead.
Right.
I wanted to get that out before you.
That's what he wants to do. With his balls under his arm.
Oh, where's my ball?
Because that's how old he is. Now he can put his balls under his arms.
Oh, that feels better.
Thank you very much. Love you all so much. And I'm here. I am queer. I am proud.
And you're standing strong.
And I'm standing strong. So, Tony Ventura, you know I want to talk dirty.
He got 5. Oh, how am I going to send a bread to New Jersey?
You have to pay for shipping, Tony. All right, y'all. We got to go. We said, we're not going to go an hour tonight. We ain't got shit to talk about. We are over an hour. We adore you. We love you. We'll be back next Friday. And thank you very much. Mwah. This was good for me.
Can you push the button for me?
Where does it say?
Up in the corner.
It's up in the corner.
I have a ball in my armpit.
Where we finna go up in the corner? Hey, Paula, kill him. What's happening? What's up in the corner? I'm gonna hit that. Did I hit it?
You gotta hit it twice. Bye-bye.
I'm gonna hit it twice. Oh shit! We forgot to do that.
Okay.
Bye.
Do you want to play out?
No, we know. We gotta go. Bye.